Good morning, all. I'm Amit Kumar Shinde from Mechanical Engineering Department. From last few lectures, we have discussed about the concept of the marketing mix. In that concept of marketing mix, we have discussed about the four P's of the marketing mix, and from that four P's, we have completed the product mix concept and price mix concept. Now, from here onwards, we will discuss related to the place mix and promotion mix concept. From that concept, in this lecture, we will try to understand the place mix concept. The place mix concept is nothing but, or you can say that the place is related to the channel of the distribution which we are going to use for distributing the product from the manufacturer site to the actual consumer or to the end user. Now we will first we will in this lecture we will try to discuss the meaning and concept of the channel of distribution, or it is also termed as the place mix concept. And then after that we will discuss some function of the distribution channels. After discussing the functions of the distribution channels, we'll discuss the different types of the distribution channels, different strategies of the distribution, and different intermediaries present in that distribution. Now we will see one by one each point. First, we will start with the meaning and concept of the channel of distribution. Now, what is the channel of distribution? Channel of distribution is nothing but uh, the market intermediaries, which includes in transforming the product from the manufacturer to the consumer. Or it is also, now you can also define it in the different way, that is distribution channel is a, in marketing, refers to the path or route through which a particular product or particular goods or particular service travel from the place of the production or travel from the place of the manufacturer to the final user or end user or to the actual consumer. That will be termed as the distribution channel. Are you getting this? Path through which product or service will move from the production or manufacturer side to the actual user, or that will be termed as the distribution channel. Okay, now we will try to understand what are the different functions of the distribution channels. The distribution channels, it will help to improve the distributional efficiency of the manufacturer. Now, how it will help to improve the distributional efficiency for a particular manufacturer, that it is not possible for that manufacturer to go and give that product or supply that product to the each and every consumer. That's why that manufacturer will use the different distribution channels or different intermediaries, like wholesaler, distributor and retailers. That manufacturer will give that product to that wholesaler, distributor or retailer, and that wholesaler, distributor or retailer will give that product to the end user or the consumer. In this way, it will improve the efficiency of the manufacturer. Then the second function of the distribution channel is the channels will supply products in the required assortments due to the different supply channel. And suppose in that particular industry, sometimes for assembling a particular product, suppose a two-wheeler manufacturing company is there, for example, it may be Bajaj or Hero MotoCorp. To manufacture that, it requires different components. It may be engine, it may be different tire and other accessories. That all these other accessories from different distribution channels, it will reach to that manufacturer side, and according to their need, they will do the assembly of that particular product. In this way, that channels will help to do the assortments in the required way. Then channels will provide the salesmanship. This salesmanship, you can term it as a salesmanship is nothing but, in the salesmanship, or channels will provide the pre-sale or after sell services to that consumer. Now here salesmanship is nothing but they will provide that particularly if there is a new product, through that distribution channel only they will try to communicate the that features of that particular product. It will be termed as the mouth communication or mouth publicity, and it will also helpful, the channels will be helpful for pre-sale and after sale service, to provide service to that particular consumer. Then that channels will also helpful for the market intelligence or the feedback. Market intelligence means what is the need of that particular consumer, or what is the exact demand from the consumer side, and what is the exact feedback for their related product from the consumer side, that can be collected from that same distribution channel. Then again this distribution channel will help the industry or that particular manufacturer to set the price of that particular product, depending or taking the feedbacks, on the basis of the feedback. Then these channels also helpful for to take the decision regarding the um, physical distribution, and to do the financing of that particular product. Then they will act as a change agents and to generate the demand from the particular consumers. Now, and depending on the channels only, different decisions related to that marketing can be taken from the management side, so these are the different functions from that manufacturer for that distribution channels. Now, after seeing the different functions from the different distribution channels, we will move forward to the types of distribution. Basically, there are only two types of the distribution. Don't get confused in between the channels of the distribution and types of the distribution. Here, types of the distribution is B2B distribution and B2C distribution. B2B distribution is termed as the business to business distribution, and B2C distribution will be termed as business to consumer or customer distribution. Now we will discuss one by one what is the difference between B2B distribution and B2C distribution. What are the different examples of B2B and B2C distribution? Now, the distribution which occurs between the producer or manufacturer of a particular product and services, and that product or services will be given for the industrial use, or it will be supplied to the industry as a raw material, and from that industry will convert it into a finished product, that will be termed as B2B distribution. For example, a logging company needs a distribution system which connects with the lumber manufacturer who make the wood for building and furniture. Now, what a logging company means, a company which cuts the tree and it converts that different tree component or that wood into the different furniture, and it sells to the consumer. Now, this logging company needs a distribution system to connect with the lumber manufacturer who make the wood for building. Means that logging company will distribute that wood to the lumber manufacturer, and that lumber manufacturer will make different buildings and different furnitures, and that different lumber manufacturer will give that to the actual consumer or the end user. But the logging company will distribute the that wood to the only lumber manufacturer. That is the B2B distribution, business to business. Means that logging company will collect the trees or woods, and that will be given to the lumber manufacturer, and that lumber manufacturer will use it as a raw material, and it will do some processing, and it will, as per the consumer's requirement, he will do the different furnitures or building materials, and it will supply to the actual consumers. So that is the business to business distribution. Now, business to customer or consumer distribution, here that distribution occurs between the producer and the end user, or directly the consumer. Here means that lumber manufacturer will lumber makes the furniture. Lumber manufacturer is nothing but the wood manufacturer or the furniture manufacturer, it manufactures the furniture, and directly that furniture through the retail stores it is given to the actual consumer. Okay, that will be termed as the a lumber manufacturer. Okay, so this is the B2C distribution, B2B distribution, and B2C distribution. And after seeing the different types of the distribution, we will move towards the different types of the channels of distribution. Different channels of distribution are here. Now main here are only two distribution channels. The first is the direct distribution channel, and the second is the indirect distribution channel. Now what is the meaning of the direct distribution channel? A distribution channel in which that product or particular services is given from the particular producer or manufacturer directly to the consumer. No middleman is involved in this distribution channel. Means from directly from the producer or manufacturer, that product or service is directly given to the end user or consumer. That will be termed as the direct distribution channel. For example, you can say that a car washer means directly that washer car, the one producer will be there, that owner will be there, it will directly wash the car and directly give that to the consumer. Or barber is there, that producer will directly provide the barber services to that consumer. Or if suppose a jewelry manufacturer is there, it will directly that jewelry manufacturer will manufacture that particular jewelry, and uh, uh, it will hand over that jewelry to that particular consumer. Means there is no middleman is involved in this transaction. Means from directly from producer or manufacturer, that product or services will reach to the end user or consumer. No middleman is involved here. That will be termed as direct distribution channel. Now the second type is indirect distribution channel. Here for providing or for moving the product or services from the manufacturer or producer to the consumer, some middleman or intermediaries are required. This type of distribution channel will be termed as indirect distribution channel. For example, as we have discussed earlier, that logging company will collect the different types of the trees from the forest, and that different types of trees collected from the forest, they will provide that to the lumber manufacturer, and the lumber manufacturer from that different types of trees or that wood material, they will manufacture the different types of the furnitures, and that different types of the furnitures are from lumber manufacturer is provided to the retail stores, and from that retail stores different furnitures will be given to the consumers as per their requirement or demand. Here from transacting that wood material from forest or from producer, that logging company, to the end user, that is the consumer, it will be passed through the from logging company to the lumber manufacturer, and from lumber manufacturer to the retail store. So different intermediaries or different middlemen are required. That's why this distribution channel is termed as the indirect distribution channel. Okay, again you can take the example of the, suppose a two-wheeler manufacturer, two-wheeler is there, that two-wheeler or four-wheeler will be particularly, it will be manufactured in the particular industry. You can take the example of Bajaj for the two-wheeler, Bajaj or Hero MotoCorp or Royal Enfield. Or for four-wheelers you can take the example of Tata Motors, Hyundai, or you can take the example of the Maruti Suzuki. By collecting the different parts as per their design and requirement, they will assemble and they will make their product, and they will give that product to the wholesalers or distributors or different dealers available at that particular areas, and through that dealers that particular vehicle will be provided to that consumer. So in this we have in this distribution channel, wholesaler, distributors or retailers are involved. That's why this distribution channel will be termed as indirect distribution channel. So these are two different main types of the channels of distribution or channels of intermediaries: direct distribution channel and indirect distribution channel. And then after this, different intermediaries in the distribution channels. In this distribution channel, different intermediaries are there, that will be termed main four intermediaries are wholesalers, retailers, franchisers and distributors. These are the four intermediaries which will be involved in the indirect distribution channel. Now we will see one by one what is the meaning of wholesaler, then what is the meaning of the retailer, what is the meaning of the franchisor, what is the meaning of distributor, and how they will act or how they will help to provide that particular product or to move that particular product or services from the producer or manufacturer to the end user or the consumer. Wholesaler, here the role of the wholesaler is to source the product in the bulk from the manufacturer and then sells it to the retailers. That wholesaler will collect the bulk quantity of the particular product and they will give it to the retailer. Then that retailers are, they can directly collect it from the wholesaler or directly they can collect it from the manufacturer, that particular goods or products or services. And after that, from retailer it will be directly given to the consumer. Now here different examples are there, different products. Suppose a toothpaste manufacturing industry is there, that from that industry they will provide it to the wholesaler, and from that wholesaler they will provide it to the from that wholesaler they will provide it to the different retail stores, and from that retail stores, that toothpaste product, that shampoo, soaps, it will reach to the retailers. Okay. Means and from that retailers it will reach to the consumers. Now franchisers means that particular product is sold on the name of that particular brand. Here franchisers, you can say that the franchisee of the McDonald's, franchisee of that KFC, means the product will be given by them, only that will be sold by a particular seller on the name of that particular brand or franchisee created by that industry. Then distributor, again this distributor will take the product or product from the manufacturer and they will directly give that to the retailer or to the consumer. But they can also make some modifications here in that product. In this way, this wholesaler, retailer, franchisor and distributor will act as intermediaries in the different distribution channels. Now after seeing this, the next part is we can see that the different patterns or levels are there in the distribution channels. Now different levels are there, generally 4 levels are there in the distribution channels, or the 4 patterns are there in the distribution channels. First is the 0 level, and then first level, second level and 3 level distribution channel. In the 0 level distribution channel, that particular product or services will directly from manufacturer, it will reach to the consumer. Then in the manufacturer to the consumer, you can say that telecom services directly from manufacturer through that particular tower, directly it will reach to the consumer. Then the next is the first level distribution channel. In the first level distribution channel, in the first level distribution channel, that particular product or service from the manufacturer or producer, it will reach to the first to the intermediaries, that will be retailer, and from that retailer to the consumer means from, you can take that different toothpastes, that soaps, shampoos, or all grocery items. From manufacturer they will first reach to the retailer, and from that to the consumer. This is the first one level of distribution channel. Then two level of distribution channel. From manufacturer or producer, that particular product or service will reach to the wholesaler, and from that wholesaler it will reach to the retailer, and that particular product or services from that retailer it will be provided to the end user or the actual consumer. This is the two level of the distribution channel. The next is the three level of the distribution channel. In this three level of the distribution channel, from the that product or services from the manufacturer or the producer, it will reach to the wholesaler. Then that from wholesaler, that product will be given to the distributor, and from that distributor it will given to the retailer, and from that retailer that product or that particular service will be given to the consumer. So this is the three level of distribution channel. In this way there are four different levels of the distribution, four different levels of the distribution channel. Zero level, one level, two level, three level, and four level distribution channel. Now after seeing the different levels of the distribution channels, we will move towards the types of the distribution strategies. Generally, you can say that here are of different types of distribution strategies are here. For distributing, different strategies are adopted, or different methods are used for providing that goods or services to the end user. That will be termed as the distribution strategy. Here main two initial two types of the distribution strategies are direct distribution and indirect distribution. In the direct, you can write here direct distribution, indirect distribution strategy. Direct distribution means the distribution which involves the middleman for providing the product from manufacturer or producer to the end user or actual consumer. No middleman is required. That will be the direct distribution strategy. And if some middleman is used, it may be wholesaler, a retailer, or it may be distributor, then that will be termed as the indirect distribution strategy. Other than these two strategies, there are three different distribution strategies: intensive distribution strategy, then exclusive distribution strategy, and selective distribution strategy. Now we will see one by one these all three different distribution strategies. Intensive distribution strategy, here that product is put into the different retail location by using the intensive A. As far as different in the intensive distribution, that particular product or service manufacturer will provide that product into the different retail locations. For example, a gum product or a toothpaste product, soap products, these different types of the products that can be provided by that particular manufacturer at a different retail stores, wholesalers, retailers, or different grocery stores, or different retail locations. It may be a small shops also. Intensively distribution is done at the different or many location as possible for that particular organization. This is termed as the intensive distribution. For example, you can say that gum products, that Fevicol products, soaps, and biscuit products, means daily consumables you can add here. Then in the exclusive distribution, that particular manufacturer will distribute, or that distribute through the exclusive stores, means that particular product will be available for selling through a specific store, only through a specific store. that will be termed as exclusive distribution. For example, you can say that for purchasing the Mercedes vehicles or Lamborghini vehicles, that particular dealership for that luxury vehicles will be given at the fixed locations, and from that locations or from that exclusive distribution dealers you have to collect that or buy that product. For another example, you can take that Apple is having some distribution contract with the AT&T company for distribution of their iPhones. This will be termed as for the luxury components, luxury vehicles or luxurious products. Some exclusive stores will be there when only means rare locations at different rare locations, that product will be exclusively sold at the exclusive stores only, that will be termed as the exclusive distribution. For example, you can say that Apple products having contract with AT&T company for distributing their iPhones. Then for Lamborghini dealerships, then you can say that Mercedes dealerships or their dealers are having very rare dealers will be there for distributing these vehicles. Then selective distribution strategy, it will be considered as a middle ground option between intensive and exclusive distribution. Intensive and exclusive distribution and selective distribution. Selective distribution will be middle ground option between the intensive and exclusive distribution. Here more than one locations will be available for distributing that particular product or that particular service. For example, you can take the clothing services, different brands will be there, that Peter England, you can say that Alan Solly, then Van Heusen, then Gucci will be there. Then for distributing that they can choose different stores. They can either select the few stores from the each place, or they can also give this product to the different DMart locations, Walmart locations. In this way, selective distributions will be done, means at selective location that product will be available for that consumer. So in this way we have studied these are the different distribution strategies: intensive distribution, exclusive distribution, and selective distribution. Other than these two distribution strategies, you can add in this direct distribution strategy and indirect distribution strategies. Means direct distribution strategy does not involve any middleman for transforming or moving that product from manufacturer or producer to the actual user or end user, and some middlemen like wholesalers, distributors, or retailers are involved. Then that distribution strategy will be termed as indirect distribution strategy. In this way we have studied the place mix concept. Now some part is left here again, that we will continue. That is the factors influencing the selection of the channels. Factors influencing the selection of the channel, and that we will continue in the next lecture or next video. I will prepare that video on that. Then okay, thank you.